Hey, how's everybody going? So, yeah, this is my new channel. Um, yeah, I deleted Depressed Unwanted Man and the backup. Um, and I was on Occupational Click's stream a few months ago explaining why, which basically I had nothing to say, you know, and I was done with Depressed Unwanted Man. And so I deleted it. And as far as like ghosting everybody, um, I just I was just done. I should have put out a video or respond or like maybe messaged individual people. That was just done with everything. Um, but you know, I just deleted everything. I didn't block everybody because God forbid, like OC should he showed me, blocking people. That's not a good thing. Um, so I just deleted everything. But yeah, I did leave people on the hook. Um, but I'm sure everybody's felt like this. You just get the shits, you just want to go away, and so yeah, that's what I did. I deleted YouTube. Not long after I deleted Discord sessions with the Denmark guy, and yeah, I just had enough. So I didn't mean anything personal, um, and and for those people who felt that who got their feelings hurt, I sincerely apologize. Um, but often it has not, stuff often doesn't have anything to do with yourself. It's the other person. And so, like, if I made you feel like it was you, I'm sorry, and it wasn't. It's me. Um, and that goes for like a lot of things. Like a lot of times, like especially us mentally ill people, we blame ourselves with everything, and often it has nothing to do with us. If relationships fail, or someone doesn't text you back or call you back, or uh, often it's the other person, and you did nothing wrong, and you know, it's hard. It's hard for us to accept that because we have no control over that, and whenever you're in a relationship, even casual with another person, it's you there's a factor you can't control, and that's the other person. And so now I just got tired. I just got tired of everything. I just wanted to peace out. Um, but anyway, so that's that. I don't know how many videos I'm gonna make on this channel relating to the past, my past YouTube channel, Depressed Wanted Man. Yeah, I do sometimes enjoy making shorts, like on Donna and my travels, our nights out and doing things. Like we went to the Opera House last night, and I wish I would have done a short. I did make a little video. I could make a short out of it, but I don't really want to do a whole lot with Depressed and Wanted Man. I'm done. Um, it's hard though to let go. There's relationships that I've had, with Occupational Click, with Todd, GS3. I hate to start naming people because I always forget some, but Bob Smith. So anyway, there's a whole McHenry Cruiser. I forgot him when I texted on OC's chat when he had Todd on, and about the people I met, and I left out. See, I always do that. I left out McHenry Cruiser. But anyway, but I miss these people, and I miss the camaraderie and hanging out and whatnot. Um, but but then there's a lot of trolls as well. So not only did I not have anything else to say, I was burned out, but there's also a lot of, it's a lot of trolls and negativity, and then it makes me more negative. Then I feel like I gotta speak up and I gotta combat fire with fire, and it's a downward spiral, and I just hate it. Am I making any sense? Um, but yeah, so I kind of wanted to make this as a response to uh, Todd, because he went on overseas, which was great to see him, and he actually cammed up, and at least for part of it, and it was good seeing him. And he was giving OC some advice about how to get neat bucks, and I wish he would just be honest and say, "Dude, I got lucky." And OC seems to think there's uh, like a formula, like a recipe he can copy. And Todd just got lucky, and he admitted as much in other streams in the past. I doubt if he'll remember. Sometimes we as audiences remember what someone said, even though if they don't. Like some people bring up stuff that I said, and I don't remember saying it. But he said many times he doesn't even think he's autistic. He got lucky, that, and he also said he thinks that his psychiatrist just felt sorry for him at one point and just said that he was autistic and just felt bad for him and just said, here's your diagnosis, and then he was able to get neat bucks. But basically he got lucky, just like with Donna. I got lucky. You can't copy what I did. You can't. It was luck. But anyway, so Todd thinks that Donna, I'm an extension of Donna now, and it's so bizarre. But on one hand, I hate to make videos like this just because being silent sometimes is the best thing. But when DBF and I were having it out, and I would stay silent for the longest time, and he would just run the narrative. And then when it was too late for me to speak up, when I finally did, no one believes me. All that stuff in the past. But he was able to set the narrative and ran with it. And he still runs with it today, even though he's wrong on a lot of things. But he believes it now after all this time. But I don't want to get into all that. I was just trying to make a point, but. Did I have parasocial relationships? Not really. So Todd said that. Not really, because I had it back and forth with all these people, right? And Todd I met, and McHenry Cruz, a bunch of these guys I met, and Donna, and so that doesn't classify as a parasocial relationship. Parasocial relationship is a one-way relationship. Now, at one point, it was, right. I attached myself to Todd, and he has mannerisms or something, and I didn't try it, but it kind of just, if you watch a lot of someone, it kind of just happens, I guess. But I still think it's funny though, just because I put my legs up or something. People were saying that I tried. I wasn't trying. I really wasn't. But anyway, it doesn't matter. I mean, maybe I did subconsciously, and I just don't even realize I copied them. But it wasn't a parasocial relationship after the beginning, because we did form some sort of relationship, and then we met up. And Donna and I started talking right away in chat. When she came in my live stream the first time, so that was never a parasocial relationship. And then here I am in Sydney, in Australia, having a completely different life. But I just take what's the word, umbrage. I don't know. I don't like that. He doesn't want anything to do with me because he thinks I'm an extension of Donna or something, and or that she's controlling me, and it makes no sense. I mean, I could leave now. I got $50,000 in one account. I can go back anytime. I don't want to go back. I don't want. There's nothing for me in America. I've said that I don't know how many times. There's nothing for me there. Um, and I'm happy here, and we're happy, and we're gonna get married, hopefully sooner rather than later. But we've been engaged now for 10 months, and we're starting to talk again, trying to get dates nailed down. But uh, but like I wanted her to go to the opera house and with me to see. I can never say the dude's name right. The Russian dude, Tchaikovsky. I always mess it up. But anyway, uh, yeah, classical music, and and I make most of these plans like for us to go out because these are the things I want to do, and I want to live life. I just don't want to work all the time like I did. And so, but she's more than happy to go with me and do these things. This is one thing that we did. We went to Tassie, and we went to the Richmond jail. Um, we're having a blast, and I'm living it for the first time in my life. And so to say that, yeah, she's controlling me in some way, it's just not true. Um, I mean, I don't even really care. It's just not true, and and people put these falsehoods out. Now, Todd, and the thing is, he doesn't even know me anymore. Like, he met me once. He admits he doesn't watch any streams, and because he doesn't want to watch Donna, and so like he really knows nothing, but yet he assumes all these things, and OC would get pissed off about that. If someone doesn't watch one of his streams or something, why don't you go back and watch one of my streams? But he just makes all these assumptions. It's really bizarre, and and her and I both said like Todd could like change, like have a normal life and have friends and have a woman and have that, but he just, and OC as well, but there's something just stopping him. I don't get it, but um, there's something stopping them from saying yes, or for they're too afraid. Like I don't know. I don't know. All I know is a lot of us, or all of us in this sphere, have some kind of mental illness, and that's probably the answer right there. We're just all mentally ill. Um, but yeah, Donna's not controlling me. We're yeah. I'm here in Sydney now for 10 months. I got a job as a truck driver again. I'm pulling B doubles. It pays good. And we're planning all these trips, and yeah, I don't know. I don't know what else to say. I mean, people will believe what they want, and there's no changing their minds. You know, and I shouldn't even bother. I shouldn't even try. But like but enough of that. But it's nice, making a video here. I don't know if anybody will find this. Andrew did sub, and or no, or was it Bob Smith? So maybe the word will get out. And then I was in OC's chat. So, but I don't want this channel to be, anything to do with Depressed and Wanted Man. And I heard someone. Where was that from? I think it was Deb Pike. Yeah, like I'm going against my narrative because I deleted my channel. Like I was supposed to help men, and I tried. Like the whole purpose of my original channel was to help myself and others. I said that a lot of times. But like I just ran out of anything to say. And like the streams I would do, nobody would show up, or very few, and if they did show up, nobody would say anything. And I just, it seemed to burn out. I could have kept everything up, but I just didn't want anything to do with Depressed and Wanted Man anymore. But I hoped I helped somebody out there. If I helped one person, it was all worth it. and you all helped me. Like, I would have never met Donna. I would have never met Todd. I would never met Donna if it wasn't for Todd. Um, and so I'm very grateful for Depressed and One Man, the channel, and I'm very grateful for Todd and the whole community. Yeah, except for the trolls, even though sometimes they're funny, but often my live streams would be nothing but trolls because there's not many people who would talk. Um, all right, um, I guess that's it. So yeah, I don't know. I'll post some things on this channel, and yeah, I'll probably leave it as James, and then we'll see. Yeah, but it'll just be like, little shorts probably, or maybe a talking video every once in a while. But I definitely don't have enough subs to live stream. And I really still don't really want to do that. Like I really just I'm still burned down a live stream, and I still don't really have anything to say. I mean, I got 16 minutes of rambling here, but I mean, I could bypass the sub requirement by using a third party streaming service. What was that one that I used? Well, anyway, but I just yeah, I don't know. And streaming is so toxic. It's like sometimes it can be fun, but yeah, I don't know. But yeah, we're just all lonely and mentally ill, and people just seem to turn on each other and are just mean and nasty, and then it makes others nasty and mean in return, and your defense mechanisms come up, and I just it's too yeah. But anyway, be kind to yourselves, be kind to each other, and yeah, see you when I see you. All right, peace.